Natalie Gulbis was one of the most recognizable figures in women's golf, a player whose charisma and talent brought her legions of fans and earned her a place among the sport's elite. As a professional athlete, she embodied the blend of grace and grit necessary to compete at the highest levels. However, her promising career was forever altered by a singular, devastating event that cast a shadow over her rise to glory. This tragedy not only robbed her of the trajectory she seemed destined for, but also served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability even the brightest stars face in the unforgiving world of professional sports. Before we start, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Gulbis's journey to the top of the golf world was marked by determination and skill. From a young age, she exhibited extraordinary talent, setting records and achieving milestones that signaled a future filled with championships. Her name became synonymous with competitive excellence, and her presence on the LPGA Tour drew widespread attention. Sponsors, media, and fans all rallied around her as she climbed the ranks, often touted as one of the brightest hopes for the future of women's golf. However, the sport's demands on both body and mind can be unrelenting, and for Gulbis, the toll came in an unexpected and devastating way. The tragedy that upended Gulbis's career was as swift as it was unforeseen. It occurred during a pivotal tournament, one that should have been a defining moment in her career. On a challenging course that demanded precision and resilience, she was poised to make a significant impact. The stakes were high, and she was performing with her characteristic flair, her game as sharp as ever. Yet the event that transpired was not one she could control or prepare for. A sudden accident, a freak occurrence on the course, led to a severe injury. It was not just a momentary setback, but a catastrophic event that would ripple through the remainder of her career. The specifics of the incident revealed just how fragile even the most promising careers could be. While navigating the course, Gulbis suffered a traumatic injury to her lower back, a result of an awkward swing compounded by the strain of relentless competition. The injury was immediate and excruciating, forcing her to withdraw from the tournament. What initially seemed like a temporary issue requiring rest and rehabilitation quickly escalated into a career-threatening ordeal. The damage was more extensive than anyone initially understood, involving multiple spinal discs and leading to chronic pain that would plague her for years to come. The implications of this tragedy were profound. Golf, unlike many other sports, places an extraordinary amount of stress on the back. The twisting motion of the swing, the repeated strain of practice and competition, and the mental pressure of performing at an elite level all demand a body in peak condition. For Gulbis, the injury meant not only physical pain, but also the looming possibility of permanent damage. Medical experts warned her against rushing back to competition, citing the risk of worsening her condition. For an athlete whose life revolved around the game, the advice was crushing. Her recovery process was long and arduous, marked by countless hours of physical therapy, consultations with specialists, and attempts to rebuild her strength. Each step forward seemed to be met with 2 steps back. The nature of her injury was such that even minor setbacks could derail progress, leaving her trapped in a cycle of hope and frustration. She experimented with various treatments, from conventional medical procedures to alternative therapies, all in an effort to reclaim her career. However, the demands of competitive golf were relentless, and each time she returned to the course, the pain resurfaced. The mental toll of this tragedy was equally severe. For a player like Gulbis, whose identity was so closely tied to her success on the golf course, the injury represented not just a physical limitation, but also a profound loss of purpose. She was forced to grapple with the reality that her career might never return to its former glory. The psychological strain of watching others rise in the rankings while she remained sidelined was immense. Competitors who had once looked up to her as a role model began surpassing her, a bitter reminder of what had been taken from her. The tragedy also highlighted the precarious nature of a professional athlete's career. For Gulbis, every aspect of her life had been meticulously structured around her sport. Sponsorships, endorsements, and media appearances were all tied to her performance on the course. The injury disrupted this carefully balanced ecosystem, leading to financial strain and a reevaluation of her long-term goals. While she remained a beloved figure in the sport, the inability to compete at the level she once did had far-reaching consequences. The event served as a sobering reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in professional sports. For every moment of triumph, there is the lurking possibility of an unforeseen disaster. Gulbis's case was particularly heartbreaking because it underscored how even the most disciplined and talented athletes are not immune to misfortune. Her injury was not the result of poor preparation or reckless behavior, but rather a cruel twist of fate, one that robbed her of the chance to fully realize her potential. The impact of this tragedy extended beyond Gulbis herself. Fans who had followed her journey were left stunned and saddened, mourning the loss of a player who had brought so much excitement to the game. The LPGA Tour also felt her absence, as her charisma and star power had been instrumental in drawing attention to women's golf. Gulbis had been more than just a competitor. She had been an ambassador for the sport, a figure who inspired countless young players to pick up a club and dream of greatness. In the wake of this tragic event, questions arose about the pressures faced by professional golfers. The sport is often seen as less physically demanding than others, but Gulbis's injury highlighted the hidden dangers that lurked beneath the surface. The repetitive motions, the long hours spent practicing, and the constant travel all take a toll on the body. Her case became a cautionary tale for young players, a stark reminder of the importance of listening to one's body and prioritizing health over ambition. The tragedy that befell Natalie Gulbis was a defining moment, not just in her career but also in the broader narrative of women's golf. It revealed the fragility of success and the resilience required to face adversity. While her story is one of heartbreak, it is also a testament to the indomitable spirit of an athlete who refused to be defined solely by her misfortune. Even as the injury reshaped her career, it could not erase the legacy she had built through years of hard work and dedication. This event stands as a pivotal chapter in the history of golf, a moment that underscored the unpredictable nature of sports and the human capacity to endure. Gulbis's career, though altered by tragedy, remains a source of inspiration for those who witnessed her rise and the grace with which she faced her challenges. In the end, her story is a poignant reminder of both the highs and lows of professional competition, a narrative that continues to resonate with fans and players alike. The tragedy that disrupted Natalie Gulbis's career left a profound mark not only on her legacy, but also on the broader perception of risk in professional golf. As an athlete, she had embodied a rare combination of talent, charm, and determination, but the injury served as a stark illustration of how even the strongest bodies and sharpest minds are vulnerable in the face of unforeseen circumstances. This realization shifted conversations within the golf community, sparking deeper discussions about the demands placed on athletes and the fine line they walk between success and physical breakdown. In the aftermath of the injury, the professional golf world began paying closer attention to the nuances of player health. Coaches, trainers, and medical experts started advocating for preventative care, emphasizing the importance of biomechanics and tailored training regimens designed to reduce strain on critical areas like the back and shoulders. Gulbis's injury, though deeply personal, became a symbol of the necessity for long-term health management in a sport often underestimated for its physical intensity. Her peers, too, took her ordeal to heart, many reevaluating their own approaches to preparation and recovery. The emotional impact of witnessing a fellow athlete's career shift so dramatically resonated with players across the LPGA Tour. It underscored the importance of resilience and community, highlighting how the bonds between competitors often transcend the scoreboard. Natalie Gulbis's story remains etched in the collective memory of golf, a poignant reminder of the sport's unpredictable nature and the resilience required to navigate its highs and lows. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, could you leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on the tragedy that impacted Natalie Gulbis's golf career? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.